Once upon a time, little Jadzia had to flee from her home. She wasn't happy about it. So, I helped her make some new friends. A human girl named Jasmine and a Viz, but I'm not sure what they are. Their journey started off quite peacefully, if you ignore the spiders. Then I lost their track. I bet they're hiding in a hole somewhere. Well, I can't wait to see what trouble they get into next.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the chaotic first stream that we are pre-recording currently. I am Hiccup, I'm the Dungeon Master, and we have 3 wonderful players during this campaign. Starting off with the character introductions, and with Cody.
Hi, my name is Cody, but I'm playing a ASMR cleric named Yasmin, who hails from a spooky, mysterious forest and doesn't really quite know what she's doing out in the world. So, by God, I hope it doesn't go bad.
As we all do. Next on, we have Taylor with their character.
Hi, I'm Taylor, and I'm playing Jadzia, a tiefling bard with one or two too many secrets.
Yes, way too many secrets for her own good, I would say. And finally, but most importantly, I would say at this point of the story, we have Styx here. Do you want to tell us your character?
Hi, I'm Styx. My character is Viz, a ranger who is currently looking for something, I'll say.
Okay, interesting. So those are the characters we're starting off with. We are based on Faerun, for the D&D nerds out here. This is casual campaign, so not too much to worry about. And
None of us know what the fuck we're doing.
yes.
For context, we've thrown lore up the window.
Yes, and also some of the rules. So we will be homebrewing a lot of stuff and just have fun. Don't care about too much, like
I dropped my
how
dice.
heavy the books are.
Yeah. And
That
don't
is
come
the
in the
great
chat
part.
saying, you're breaking this rule and you're breaking this rule. We're not reading it.
I don't
That
even
sign
own
can't
any
stop
of the
me
books.
because I can't read. I should put my
Yeah.
glasses on. No, fuck it, that ruined a bit.
There's no
Okay.
I'll take
Yes.
mine off.
Have we-
Go with the bit.
No.
As the DM, I feel like I need to have the ability to read.
It
as
might
the
be
only one
useful,
of
yeah.
Perhaps.
Um,
I'm gonna put my glasses back on because I can't see my character sheet.
Yes. Would you like to tell our dear listeners and watchers to what happened on our session 0?
Oh god. Me and Jadzia bumped into a very peculiar woman in the middle of a tavern. In Hardbuckler, very strange thing. I don't know how to describe how we met. It's just I came over really angry.
Well, Yasmin arrived to Hardbuckler from the Forest of Worms where she resides, almost got arrested, didn't, and met Jadzia in a tavern. And then, after that...
We very quickly, Jadzia very quickly found out that she had to leave. Leave the town very quickly, and dragged Yasmin off with her.
Yep.
And then we bumped into a very suspicious centaur, who in turn led us to Viz in the middle of a forest, and I think my first interaction was pointing a sword at you.
And my first interaction with you was put the thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Basically, yeah. And that was that. We then started traveling north because Yasmin said that she wanted to go north. And then bumped into some particularly unfortunate circumstances.
Many.
Yeah, remember that lady Jazzy met in the tavern? Yeah. Spiders got to her. Unfortunately.
Ripperoni.
But apparently she wasn't supposed to die. We just weren't very good at our job.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Now we're in a cave.
Now we're in a cave.
We are?
Yes.
We are.
Yeah.
If you want
edit
more
your-
detail than that awful description, go to our Patreon where the session 0 is up now.
Yeah.
Yes. With all its chaos and wonderful, not wonderful moments. So
Yeah.
we ended up in a cave where you guys they took respite for the night. You have 1 day of more travel before you are hopefully, and I expect so, heading to the encampment that the Viz's friends have built near here. The party doesn't know much more about that. Not too many details were brought to light about that fact. And we had Jasmine and Jadzia taking guard during the night in different turns. And what I would like to ask you guys first is to roll a d6. We will determine what kind of dreams you have during the night.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy!
6.
I will be asking them in order.
4.
Okay, so first off, with Jetsia, what did you get? 6.
4.
Your dream card is a monster.
Sorry.
Nice.
Expected.
In your dream, when the rest finally takes you and the worries of day float away, you hear the skittering of spider legs around you. You can feel the warm embrace of web, and how your body cannot move at all. But you feel weirdly at peace. Is this how you're meant to go? No. No, that's not how... There was someone there to help you. But in the dreamscape, the face is not familiar. And tell me what you want to do in the dream. Do you accept your fate?
Oh, I feel at peace. I'm going to just relax into it and finally embrace the warm arms of death.
Yes, you feel
Thank
the
Lord.
warmth. You let yourself go. And the final thing before waking up is the feeling of the spinsters biting into your flesh. Jasmine, what did you roll?
4.
4. Your dream is about defeat.
Yeah, I was laughing at Taylor.
At least I was happy about dying, motherfucker.
You dream of to a time so long ago. You are but a child, and you're making your wreath out of flowers for your friend that you're playing in the fields with. The small opening in a forest. When you hear screams, and this memory overtakes you. You remember the halls, you remember the locked doors. You remember the people sobbing, and the warm embrace of someone you know, but not someone who you would like to see safe, keeping you close. What do you do in your dream?
Oh. Geez, I guess I just look up at them and I study their face. And
It's one of the elders of your tribe.
okay.
They are crying, but they try to, like, cover their tears and their fear when they look at your face and say, "It's all right. We're going to be fine. Nobody can get in here. We will be safe here, eternally."
Yeah. Then I just let the memory ride out.
And with the memory, the dream fades, and the morning finds you. This, what did you get of your roll?
Got a 4.
4. We have a bunch of
Copycat.
4s in tonight. Your dream is about the doctor. You remember the smell
David,
of
tell
the
it-
herb.
I was gonna say Super Hulock Stan in the house.
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh my god.
I hate it here.
You say in your dream.
Do not!
Even though
Don't
you
put
don't
words
mean
in my
it.
mouth.
Even though you don't mean it. You're surrounded by the smells of different herbs and mushrooms. And the constant clicking sound of a mortar against stone. And you look at this older elven man who is facing away from you, doing their everyday job. This feels like home. What do you do in your dream?
Look around, try to find something to do.
You look around, and in this dreamscape, you only can, have somewhat vague pictures of the space that you have spent so much time on. And you go to your regular workplace, and you find the potions that need to be corked and sealed. And you begin that progress with familiarity and peace about it. And you're happy. There is nothing but happiness in this moment. But then, the dream fades away. And you all wake up, except the one that was in the last watch, to the very first morning light in the cave that you settled into.
It was me left on the watch, wasn't it? I took final watch.
Yep.
Right. Entrance of the cave. You see a giant 6'4" purple woman with You shouted at me when I said MILF, but you just said I couldn't say MILF. Fuck it. She's a big tiefling MILF. She's got
MILF parentheses platonic.
she's got bright red hair that's kind of like half up in it's like a weird plait thing that I've forgotten the name of. One of the horn on her right side is broken off at the tip, leaving quite a sharp, uncomfortable looking edge. And she seems, from the looks of it, just to be completely blind in her right eye. Her right eye is devoid of any colour. Her other one's beautiful green. She's wearing a half cape and like a brass-looking breastplate type thing with tan pants and big combat boots. And she's just playing with her magic in the door to the cave, just making sparks between her fingers.
The notes
Making
are
it very
beautiful.
obvious that someone is in here.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're harmonizing with the birds outside you can hear singing about. And it's calming. After the dream you had, that it was quite bothersome in some level. Which one of you two would wake up first? Is Jasmine or Viz more of an early bird? What do you think?
Jasmine's a pretty early bird.
Yeah.
So I will
This
wake
would
up.
probably get up early-ish out of habit.
You both wake up at the same time and shoot up right.
Oh boy. So you two also come to consciousness, while Estrella, the centaur with Palomino, coloring to her, and this vest of plentiful of pockets with all knickknacks inside them, still is snoring in a corner, like sleeping on top of her own two front hoofs, like.
We are in a cave with a cartoon hall.
I love Estrella so much. Great.
Oh my god.
So you come to consciousness. It's the new day, and what would you like to do?
I
Well-
feel like I should describe our character, like my character, as Taylor just did.
Go ahead.
Alright. Well, Yasmin is... She is 5'9", with kind of gray and white hair. She has like white strands, kind of like the e-girl haircut. She is fair skin, golden, very piercing golden eyes. She's wearing like a green shawl, and then just like a green dress and sandals, which not adventuring shoes, but that's the only one she's got. And yeah, she's just, you know, bright, bubbly personality. Always got a smile on her face.
Even when waking up, no grumpy moments in
No.
the morning. Okay, that is weird.
Yeah.
It's
very
my
weird.
D&D character. I get to pick how I wake up.
Yes. Of course you do. But I would imagine that to Jadzia, who is not the morning person, I would
What the
assume.
fuck? Maybe I like mornings. Maybe I'm no.
Yeah, no. Seeing someone wake up with the same bright sunshine attitude as they hold on, to every moment for the past couple of days you've spent with her, is somewhat weird to you.
Yes, there is definitely a level of disdain towards someone who wakes up and is just revitalized.
Does that cartoon wake up like, oh, good morning, world?
Oh boy.
If we were better
But
friends,
also-
I'd throw a rock at you.
Ow. Rude.
And this also comes to consciousness from your beautiful dream. Describe your character.
This is a half-elf ranger get-up looking person. I forgot how tall I made them.
Like 5'7".
I think I can't remember if it was taller than Cody's character or not.
It was shorter.
Crazy. Half short. Anyways, they've got like medium brown hair. They keep it up a lot of the time, and green eyes. Nothing too out there.
Yeah.
Very sort of plain looking.
Yes. The type that would blend in a crowd very well, you would say. And you come to consciousness also, and you see your good friend Estrella, the centaur, still sleeping in the corner, clearly having dreams because their back hooves go every now and then.
Is anyone gonna wake her up, or are we just leaving her?
What time is it?
I'd like to just. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and shout,
Okay,
"Wake
you're-
up!"
So rude.
You said wake her up. She's awake now. Come on.
I mean,
gotta
I
go.
didn't say to wake her up.
Why would you? Don't be mean to Estrella.
Where is the danger? Is it more spiders?
Everything's fine, Estrella.
Come on, we've still got a day's travel left. We need to get going quick.
I'm going to ignore that and take a quiet moment in the corner and do a quick morning prayer
Yeah.
and prepare my spell slot, which I already did, but Yasmin needs
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Roll a religion check for me. For the
Why? I'm just doing my thing.
Just a thing.
Roll to remember to see if you know how to pray.
16.
16. It's you managed to find some like meditative peace in the middle of these hooligans that are screaming with magic wake up to another person, and Estrella going over their like constant blabbing that they always do. And you manage to find your spiritual center, and you feel connected to your god and your people in this moment. Swag, indeed. Any other morning preparations you guys want to do before you head on?
Yes,
Continue your journey?
I'm breaking down the camp and packing up just the second everyone gets up. Because
Yes.
Liz is just gonna
we've
roll
got to go.
up, stand, and then just wait.
Yeah, I think we just, I think we need to just get moving. Straight away.
Alright.
All right. Esmeralda says, and starts. They have this card that has, all the hinges and stuff you need to attach it to this waist thing she has. So she's pulling her own cart filled with magical books and magical components. Says
This is
Esmeralda's
gonna help.
merchant. Yes.
Jadzia won't.
Yeah. Well, she has her hands busy, like collecting everything else in your camp. And you head for the road towards Viz's friends. And I would like you, Styx, to roll me a survival to see how well you know the path.
We're gonna get
to your
lost.
encampment.
Oh, come on. How many times have I gone down this path? Can I do this with advantage?
Not too often. Not too often. You have been away for a couple of days now on your search for your friend. What did you get?
No, I have to add the modifier.
Oh no, it's that bad.
The DC isn't high.
Where am I modifying? There it is. Survival. 7.
That's enough. The DC was only 5.
Oh no, that's because my proficiency is +4, so even with the natural 1.
Wait, it was a natural 1?
No, even with I got a 3, but
Oh,
my
yeah,
but natural 1 would
proficiency
have
is
been
That one's an on-way
five.
fail.
Wait, your proficiency is +4 or your survival is +4?
survival because
Okay.
I have proficiency in it.
Yes. You start to head off from the straight route that goes straight up north a bit. You notice that you're curving a bit to the east side from the main road, and you're like, this is not giving you reason to trust that they know where they're going. They're like walking in one direction and being like, I don't remember this place. And then just continue wandering to a
Probably
certain
checked
direction.
with Estrella too often. Should be
Yeah.
very
Honestly, as long as we're
convincing.
not accidentally going back the way we came, Jadzia is happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Estrella, who is not known for her smarts, is like nodding every now and then. Besides with,
Viz will look at them and they'll go,
yeah. Is any of you riding the cart, or are you walking this time?
I'll walk.
Yeah, I'll probably be walking.
You continue your journey as far as you know in the right direction, and the day comes. The morning dew fades away in these clouds of mist around you, and it's quite beautiful in this area where there are not much buildings. You are basically no man's land between the Holy Kingdom of Eldugard and the lands of Evereska, the hidden elven city up in the north.
Would I know that we're like crossing over the border at this point?
This would be survival.
16.
16, yes, you're very aware. This is like nobody but merchants use this route mostly. Some adventuring parties, sometimes if there's a war happening, this is like the main battlefield area because it is the no man's land between the different countries and nations. And there are a couple of battlefields, ancient battlefields, that mark this territory.
See, I have a strange question. when we basically leave the borderline, do I kind of feel anything strange?
Not as far as you know.
Okay, right.
Yeah, you
Things
were
are
maybe
different.
you were maybe expecting something, but like
Okay, you see Jadzia like kind of walking across the plain, looking quite excited, and then just randomly just her face just completely drops and keeps going as normal.
This is
You-
probably too busy guiding the party to notice.
This is too busy going the wrong way to know it.
I passed the checks, so we're going the right way. Biz just doesn't know it yet.
Ish. We're in the right way, ish.
yes.
Yeah.
I have a question. How long is
Yeah.
it gonna take us to get to where are we going again? The camp?
You would be there approximately at dusk. At
Oh,
this
okay.
pace.
So enough.
Yeah. So it's not going to be like a tumultuous journey, but it will require a day of walking. You may take turns in the cart that Estrella has if you want to like do other stuff than walking in midst of things.
Okay.
I would like you to roll perception for me.
Who?
Everyone,
Oh.
thank you.
Perception check.
Yes.
I have to pull up my skills.
22.
Wow. Okay.
10.
10.
11
Great.
minus 1.
19.
19. Okay. So meanwhile, Jadzia,
She's playing with a liar. She hasn't got a clue what's going on.
yes, they are in their artistic slumber, playing their music in tunes to themselves, while you two know this, that you are indeed walking through some kind of an ancient battlefield. You can notice
word.
these piles of rocks that have been covered by already some like layers of dirt and moss. And you can clearly see like on both sides of the pathway these are burial mounds instead of regular hills that you're walking through currently. And if you are so inclined, you can roll a history check for me.
Okay. Just me and Viz, because I don't think Jazz had
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah,
I've
just
got-
yes.
Unless you guys want to say something.
No.
Man, you're a good history.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm real good at that. Oh, 17.
Okay.
18 minus 1.
These are in alphabetical order. It should not be. There it is. 13.
13. Okay, so yeah, Jasmine, you know this. Or you know that this was a place of a great battle between the snake people of Najara, the swamp nation north of the forest that you come from, and some elves and some dwarvish people. And the great adventurer Hardbuckler, that the city that you, town that you came from was named after, fought in this very battle and was heroic and managed to save their people in this very field, and hence got a town named after them.
Okay.
Um,
So, who won exactly?
It's quite unclear. You're like, you don't recall that part of the history. You just know
Okay.
that there were many sides to the battle,
Mhm.
and this used to be a place where necromancers would try and raise the dead from their graves,
Ooh,
since there are
okay.
so many people dead.
Yeah.
But since then, there have been different searches and different priests that have come through and basically made sure that the bodies may rest peacefully
Okay.
in this battlefield of the dead.
Okay. I'm just going to, bow my head as I walk, in respect. And then also kind of just like keep an eye out, see if I see anyone.
Okay, roll another perception check for me. If you're
Oh,
keeping
guys,
your
I'm
eye
real
out.
good at these.
I will say, Jadzia is not playing anything appropriate, like, at this moment for, like, such a
I-
sad
I
I'm
sight.
playing
I will
Wonderwall
nudge-
again.
I will nudge Jadzia and just say, And perception, I rolled an 11.
11.
Real good.
You're keeping your eye out. Nothing
Ish.
alarming in the
We're totally
environment.
fine, guys.
We're all gonna die.
Should we have a
We're
repeat
all
of
gonna
last
die.
times? Hey, this place looks like a great place for an amber.
Oh my god. Yeah, nothing but rolling hills. It's hard to see past like the few first mounds, but you're sure that there's nothing happening like past of the current point of view. You notice that Estrella has started to like sway a little to Jadis playing and hum along.
How?
Okay. How?
How?
Like,
how I don't
she
know.
has ears, she can listen.
I know, but I don't understand how she'd be swaying with.
They are a centaur. They have an
Oh yeah,
upward
I keep
body.
forgetting she's not just a horse.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Okay. I guess I'll speak up and say, you know, out of respect for the dead around here, let's just pass through quietly, be respectful, don't step on anything but the road, please.
Jadzia trips over a burial mound.
You actually?
Do you actually?
I will say this, since they know that this is a burial ground, would intentionally avoid anywhere they know has been dead.
So Viz and Yasmin both are being respectful, but Jadzia is tripping over a burial mound.
Oh
Is
no!
that right?
Okay, right.
You
Do you
can't
want
say
to-
things like Let's
Is
stop.
that-
I will walk behind Jadzia, and if she starts going off the path, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check for me to see
I
how.
won't resist it. I'm not paying enough attention.
I will still
Yeah.
do it anyway.
Yeah, athletic check please, to see how well you
7.
guide them.
You moved me the wrong way.
Wait,
This goes
acrobatics 6,
Athletics.
athletics 7.
7. That's great. So Jasmine, you start to like guide Jadzia along gently, and you are focusing on respecting these caves, and you're watching about. And for a moment, your focus fades,
Oh.
and Jadzia, suddenly you feel that you're guided a bit to your left, and you feel some kind of a rock under your foot, and you are going down on your face. And make it a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god. Don't worry, you passed the last
Natural
one.
20.
Shit.
You do a flip.
You do a barrel roll into a hero landing, and then play a tune on your instrument.
This will not turn around for any of this or want to put out there. They're just going.
As I land and just kind of do like a full bass like strum, basically, I just want to cast Thaumaturgy to make it echo because I think it's cool.
No. We need to take thaumaturgy away from you.
Absolutely not. You said this about
At that
prestidigitation
point,
last
this
time.
intentionally does not turn around to look. They don't want to know what's happening.
And as you land in fashionable manner,
Uh-huh.
taking
You
the
definitely
circumstance,
tripped over
with
first.
all the flamboyance of a bard, make a perception check for me.
2.
You will land this perfectly. And,
You definitely are on a grave right now.
I use the headstone to like get up.
No!
so you get up, and
You keep saying these things as when they happen.
your party notice nothing strange about this mountain.
For
It's
fuck's
just
sake. Here we go
it's just-
again.
It's just a perfect afternoon or midday at this point, traveling through this ancient graveyard or regular hills, if you ask Jadzia.
I told
you-
them they were.
And you pass the area without noticing anything peculiar. Nowhere.
So we didn't die. We didn't die.
Yet?
Oh god.
You
I will,
pass through
I will
the
say
area.
that if
Yeah.
Yasmin actually told me where we were,
Mhm.
did you? Wait, what did you say to me?
I said we were on an ancient burial ground and to mind your step and
Ah.
don't walk anywhere except on the path.
Okay. No, Jadzia wouldn't have done anything for that.
I hate
Yeah.
it.
This, make another survival check for the guidance for me, please. Now that you have passed this landmark and you're like, yes, we're on the right path.
Oh, thank God,
Yeah, I
know
wonder
where
what the
I'm
really
going.
cool thing was there that we missed.
Probably an encounter.
I wonder.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Non-natural. It's survival, right?
We
Non-natural 20.
Wow. Okay, now that you have seen the ancient burial ground, you are certain of your direction, and you start beelining that way. And Jasmine and Jadzia, as soon as you manage to get over your cabankle and things that you were, doing in top of someone's grave, you notice that Viz has found this newfound determination.
I want to state Viz was not a part of any of that. They were intentionally avoiding walking on things. They haven't angered any dead. It's not their fault.
Or you've
Yeah.
angered the dead by ignoring. What
You didn't pay your
teammates
respects,
did.
Viz.
I
Viz
did.
paid their respects by not doing anything bad.
I paid the respects. I gave the ground a kiss.
I'm gonna kill you.
I hate it here.
Says Cody to Taylor.
Says
That is
Yasmin
a
to
good-
Jadzia.
No.
So you leave this ancient burial ground behind and head towards the encampment. And I want all of you to make a roll for me.
Just a flat
Um,
D20 roll.
Just a flat d20 roll. Thank you.
Any month thing in particular we're rolling for?
Just roll, please.
3.
5.
We got in 1. I'm guessing.
I'm not
I
using
will-
this dice anymore, man. It's gone over there.
I
got
rolled
that.
so high last time.
I got a natural one.
All right. There are no particular events for the past or the next couple of hours as you travel. Nothing interesting takes the attention of any of you. There's basically nothing happening, just some birds.
Can I
Quite
hop in?
uneventful.
Can I hop into the
Yeah.
back of the car and just start writing some poetry or
Yes.
trying to compose a song?
Roll a performance check for me to see how
Ooh.
well you compose and poet.
23.
Wow. You can listen in on Jadzia making this most wonderful piece and finding lyrics, going over some ideas of rhymes and lines. And it's the most beautiful thing either of you has ever heard. Like, wow.
Okay, with that
When
shit,
she's
tear up the
done-
bit of parchment and throw it out the car.
Oh.
Jadzia
When
does
she's
not like
done,
her
I'll
work.
give a little golf clap.
Jadzia is not happy about it. She does not like her work.
I was kind of lucky, like, then keep going.
Estrella has been listening into Jadzia, and they're quite sad when sad looking when Jadzia crumples up the paper, tosses it behind. Jadzia, make a perception roll for me. I'm giving you one last chance to notice something.
You better roll high, motherfucker.
16 minus 1, 15.
That is just enough.
Yeah, let's go.
Jadzia notices something.
Wow.
When you
Somebody,
toss the paper,
somebody bookmark this time.
Jadzia opens her eyes for the first time today.
wow, there is something in this world besides me and my emotions. Wow.
What the fuck?
You roll up the piece of paper and you toss it, and you watch it fly, and you watch a person catch it.
Oops.
And you see this person that is like 60 feet behind you, just walking along.
How hard did you throw it?
Yeet.
Like, that was a yeet.
It's 20 meters.
I imagine that Jadzia has very good throwing arm.
Yeah.
If you want to roll athletics to see how it goes instead, I can let
It's
you
fine.
do that.
No, I've noticed
but-
him now. I'm just kind of looking at him. Him?
Are you going to
Them?
alert the rest of the
she-
party?
She? I'm not yet.
Yeah, you notice this elven figure with pale skin and this coarse, kind of rough-edged, short gray hair and gray eyes. Just walking at your
Grey.
pace.
Grey eyes.
Yes, and they're quite young. You would say that not past their elven teenage years.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking there. They have a bow on their back, daggers on their side. These like nice cotton clothes with like silver embroidery at the edges and some furs attached to the belt.
Is Yasmin like walking behind the car?
You are on
Yeah.
the cart as you.
I'm walking behind
just
the car.
yeah, you are walking behind the cart, so
I kinda-
they're
I'm
closest
just-
to you.
I'm just kind of like just tap you on the shoulder and just. We've got a friend.
I look behind and see him, and I'm. Cody thinks it's a ghost. I don't know if Jasmine thinks it's a ghost.
Would Yasmin think it was a ghost?
Yeah.
Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Yasmin goes. "Go, go, go,
Just
go,
straight
go, go,
insight?
go."
Yep.
Fuck. 12.
Shawty, that's
Well,
a ghost.
I
Mike?
rolled a 6.
Might be. They're leaving footprints. You know, on the
Okay.
path as they walk.
I'm
But
gonna.
like,
Oh.
might be.
Hey, Viz.
Eh.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Liz is there trying
Keep-
not to get lost.
Just gonna point.
Liz will
Um,
turn around and see, and do they recognize this person?
You do. Is Jonia.
Yo! I'm gonna
Um,
wave.
and they like gently wave back at
I'm
you.
gonna wave forward. Like, come on.
They, without saying a word to either of you two, start jogging past you in
What the
very
fuck?
brisk pace.
Ghost! No.
All the way.
Do you say ghost?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would love that to be canon. Yeah, they jog in a brisk pace up to you, Viz.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
How many
Joe.
people do you know out here?
Who's Joe?
A couple.
Joe
Turns back to Joe.
You brought people with you.
Yeah. Well, technically, it's not my fault.
I
I
thought
want
you
to
were
put
gonna say
that out
technically
there.
not people. I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
Technically not my fault. Points at Estrella.
They sigh very deeply. They are very young. They have like these lean elven features, but there's still that childish roundness about them. They have plentiful of freckles on their face, and they're keeping their hands folded in and kind of look irritated with you for a moment. You took your fair share of time. Did you
I went as
find
fast
anything?
as I could. We have a couple of leads.
Well, at least that's good.
Mm.
You
Damn,
are
Sticks, your friend looks GNC as fuck.
Would with their complexion and like eyes and hair, can I roll to see if I can put two and two together with what happened last night with Viz?
they're different. They are. You can roll for that,
Mhm.
but there is only a chance for failure there. Where what you see with Viz was this complete pure white, like lack of all shades of skin.
Oh, okay.
this person has a pale skin, like, you know, an Irish person might have, on a midwinter day, kind of pale. But there's like a blue hue.
Oh wait, are they drow?
No,
Oh.
That was like the complete opposite.
like there's a blue hue the skin, but it's so faint, ever so faint, about them. And as I said before, a very coarse gray hair that is cut short on their head.
So how has everyone been while I'm been gone?
Well, Adis has made some progress with things. And Rina is being their dumb self and running off everywhere, and I need to run after them. They're just some ways ahead. But I decided to check on you because I waved at all of you at the burial mounds, and none of you know this. So I was unsure. I was unsure if you were taken
almost
captive
got
or
lost,
something.
but it's fine.
Just gonna brush a little bit of dirt off my shoulder.
So are these people okay? You're not being held captive or something. I can kill them if need to.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
With your passive
I don't.
perception, Yasmin hears it, but Jetsia doesn't.
I just kind of step.
Jasmine
further
definitely goes,
away.
no, it's okay, don't worry.
Jasmine gets behind Jadzia just in case.
Yeah. Take a couple steps away.
So what's your plan with them? Are you going to lead them to everyone?
Shrug. I mean, they looked like they needed help when they were with Estrella. And Estrella's the best judge of character I know.
You're going
Well,
to get us
second
killed
best.
someday.
Then why'd you put me in charge?
Because, you know, you're the only one here who knows really how to fight. Besides me, of course, because I am great at fighting. I could stab any of you to death if I wanted to.
I don't
Just so
doubt
you
it.
Another
I
couple
don't
steps
doubt it.
away.
Joe, calm down. I don't doubt
Jadzia
it.
just doesn't care, it's just playing.
So I think I'll run ahead. And,
Yeah, if
you
you
know,
want to go ahead and give everyone a heads up that we've got guests.
yeah, so they don't like shoot you when you arrive.
Another couple
Yeah.
steps away.
You're gonna.
Do I
You're gonna
notice
get out of
Jasmine
hearing
getting
range
further and further
eventually.
back?
One of these days,
Yes,
you're gonna
you
step out of hearing range.
Do they know where they're headed? Like, to what kind of people they're headed to?
They know about me. I won't tell them anything else about anyone else.
Okay.
It will be up to you all.
Roll a persuasion check for
Me?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, charisma's my dumb status. No. I'm too... No, this is both my best and worst dice. Please have mercy. Okay. Perception. Not perception.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Blah, blah, yeah.
14.
14. That is just enough. They seem to relax a little bit. They're like, kind of, I want to fight you demeanor drops a bit, and they're like, okay then, if you trust them enough to, you know, show them who you really are, then I guess they're okay.
The trust of necessity is a powerful thing.
Me and Rina will run
Ominous
ahead
as fuck.
and tell everyone about these people. But, like, they're ignoring the two of you, and even Estrella, kind of completely. And they're just focusing on this. Before they suddenly turn around, they're still walking at the pace of this, but they are, you know, walking backwards. Like,
Nice to talk to you.
this trusts you both. So I will trust this is judgment, but if you stab any of us in the back, I will gut you, okay?
Gonna pat her on the shoulder very, like calming, like it's okay. Just go get it.
Is just gonna very like calmly just. Okay.
And in front of your eyes, they growl. And when they growl, their edges of their mouth curl back. And their shape starts to change. And they bow down, and in front of you, you see a hulking form of a great wolf.
This is gonna look very surprised at this because they didn't think anyone else was gonna do it too.
And the wolf growls. First at Jatsia, and then softer at Jasmine.
I just think it's cool as hell.
And then turns around, like side-eyeing you with these gray eyes that glimmer, and runs off into the distance before you.
Turn to Viz. I don't like them.
I think they're cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
You can, Yasmin and Viz can both hear the running stop for a moment, just a bit of ways ahead, and then continue off with a second pair of wolf's paws hitting the road.
Cool.
Well, Estrella speaks up. They are being themselves, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Viz, what's the
Yeah.
deal with the whole wolf person thing?
I'm gonna look at Estrella. Look back, look at Estrella, look back. Don't worry about it.
Insight check. I feel like I should worry about it.
Roll
Don't worry
insight.
about it.
17.
17. This thinks really thinks that you shouldn't worry about it. You're not sure if their judgment is correct.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna
This
just narrow
seems
my
a
eyes and
surprise
very
that you-
slowly just continue playing and sink back down into the car.
Well, just remember when we get there, don't be rude, don't be racist. Just, you know, be warm and accepting, and everybody will like you. You're such a wonderful bunch of people.
Viz is just doing this the entire time from what Estrella is saying. Just like,
Oh, and don't pick a fight with Gabo, okay? They
Who's
I mean well.
Gabo?
they are the coolest person I know.
Unhelpful. I turn to Viz. Who's Gabo?
You'll find out.
They have this beautiful long black hair, like the most beautiful mane you could imagine. And the way they speak.
I lean into Jadzia and I say, I think Estrella has a crush.
Viz is patting
I'm gonna lean into
Estrella
Jasmine
on
and
the shoulder.
Why did she say Maine?
Leans back in to Jadzia. Horse adjacent.
Jadzia just kind of nods understandingly.
You continue your journey forward on this road. Like, not as much traveled road that you're going through. And every now and then you can see like a couple of hills ahead of you, the form of two wolves, these hulking beasts. Kind of waiting for you. Running a bit ahead again, returning to you to see if you're alright. And, you know, keeping an eye out. Some
Every time
distance
Viz
away.
sees them, they wave.
Yeah, I think they howl back the first few times, but once they notice that you wave to them every time,
Okay.
only one of the wolves howls back at you.
Viz does not
and-
seem disturbed by this, so they just keep waving.
Yeah, you both notice that Viz is super excited to see these two beasts that are leading your way. to whatever location you're heading to. You notice that on the road, there are a couple of track marks of cards, and you can surmise that this is, used by some traders, probably Estrella, since they are here and they seem to know where they're going to. And they're quite excited. They're still going off about like random facts about Cabo, of how wonderful he is, and how he has the most awesome stories to tell, and how you could just like fall asleep to the sound of their voice. And you gather that Jasmine's, guess that they might have a crush on Cabo might be pretty spot on.
So, Estrella, it seems that you're fond of this Gabo person.
Does it? Well, I might have soft feelings for them. Who wouldn't? They're Cabo.
This looks delighted.
Okay. Was there something you wanted to ask?
No.
I'm confused.
Was this gonna pat?
I'm just gonna like
Pat her on the shoulder.
I'm just gonna like nudge Yasmin knowingly, just be like,
Estrella clutches a little bit and starts to like walk a bit briskier. So
with Jazzy still in the cart.
yeah.
Just keep trying to nudge you, but I'm like moving slowly further and further away, so I'm just like nudging air towards you.
And yeah, Yasmin, you need to like pick up with the pace a little bit to keep up with the cart. But your journey continues uneventful until the sun starts to go lower, and the evening is coming surely but slowly to you. And in the distance you can hear water rushing by in these rapids that are foaming white as you come close, and you can see this wooden bridge over the waters. And roll a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
13.
God.
Nope. 12.
10.
Yeah.
Rolling real low. Switching you up.
8. I can
Jesus.
count.
Yeah. You can see a couple of like higher hills that have ruins on them.
Runes or ruins?
Ruins. Like couple of broken down towers, it seems. A few stone buildings that have crumbled down. And in between the stonework, there are these sharpened wooden spikes and wooden walls in place, where once was the original walls of the building. And all of you can go and take a look at map number 2.
Epic.
When Stitch, you know this, because there was no interruptions on your journey, you have arrived at the encampment a bit earlier than expected.
Yay!
Cool.
I want to pull out my the area map that I got from the Fungatorium, and just kind of viz. Whereabouts are we? Because I'm looking at the border, and I'm guessing this isn't on the map.
No, this isn't on the map. No. You are, if you look at the map that I have provided with you, there south of Everesca is this like deep sinkhole kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're about a day's journey south of that currently.
Okay.
Okay.
You can even see the ruins on the map there. So you see these ruined buildings that you gather once was some kind of a settlement or a castle that has been reclaimed. You see these protective walls, and you can see even a couple of towers that have been made with ladders going up on them. And you can see on top of one of these towers a person is holding your hand, blocking out the evening sun and looking towards you.
Viz waves.
From my training and education, would I have any clue, or is this kind of out of my realm of knowledge now, area-wise? As to, like, what was here before, I mean.
You can roll a history check. Any of you, if you want to, like, try to surmise what this place was.
I feel like I wouldn't know.
2,
Yes,
16.
you wouldn't know.
16.
Yeah.
16. You have heard that this was once a village. A dwarven village in the midst of these lands that was destroyed by dragons ages and ages and ages ago. Nobody
How
has seen
ages
a dragon.
ago? Like dragon
Hundreds
would...
of years. ago.
Okay, dragon's still alive.
Depending on a dragon. You don't know what happened to the dragons. But it was destroyed. And it seems that Viz's friends have taken this location to be their own. You can see a plume of smoke rising from atop of, or in midst of these ruins. And there is laughter to be. And the person on top of the guard tower that they have built waves back at you, Viz.
Viz starts to jog faster to get there sooner.
I'm gonna hop out of the cart and run up to Yasmin. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a party, and I fucking go. I'm forward. I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm running to catch up with Viz, basically.
Yeah, you rush over the river with the rapids and over the made-up bridge, past the fencing that they have made, and climb these ancient stairs on top of the hill, on top of the ruins. And what you see in front of you is a circle of tents around a fire, a couple of tables with maps and piles of books on them. One corner where there are practice dolls for aiming to, with your arrows. And you see a bunch of people here. 4, 5, 6.
This is gonna throw their hands in the air and go, "I'm not dead!"
There is a travel around the fire, and one of the figures runs up and hugs Viz very warmly, and like
Viz
lifts
hugs
them
back.
up, and just like
Viz looks
so
delighted
good
at this
to see
fact
you.
and starts hugging back.
It's Umendil. This dark skinned male with like almost midnight black skin, and these dreads that go down on their back with all kinds of jewelry on them, and you can see feathers going down their arms, black feathers, and they just keep Viz there for a moment and kind of shake you a bit, like.
Viz is just delighted.
The last thing we would like is for you to go missing too, little man.
Can't get me that easy.
I see that you brought friends.
Yeah, this is...
Hi, I'm Jadzia. I very forcefully like shake his hand, looking excited at the prospect of alcohol.
They like look you up and down, and there is like a smirk on their face, and they say, "I see that you have found yourself some funny people,
My face drops.
artists."
My face
Viz is
goes
gonna
back
go,
up.
in my defense, Estrella found them first.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Hi, hello. It's so good to see you. An adventurer, I take it.
Of sorts.
The horn tells a tale.
I hope not.
She told me she hit her head on the roof of the bar and it broke.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The person.
This is gonna point at Yasmin and go, and that's Yasmin.
Hello.
I also point at Yasmin, not entirely sure what's going on now.
They look at Jasmine and they see enthralled by this being, and they're like, "Oh, look at that! A night meets a day," and they do a little curtsy and give a little kiss on your hand.
Jesse's just kind of look down at herself.
I am Umendel.
Umandil.
Yes, and it's my pleasure to meet you, lovely little lady.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I'm gonna look at Viz and go.
Thumbs up.
Have I ever seen someone like him?
No, you have never seen anyone like him.
Is it? Have I? Probably in
Roll a
books.
history check.
Yeah.
Roll his history check for me.
6. No, 15.
You have never heard of anyone like them. The feathers especially are you've never heard of a person who have like feathers growing on their shoulders and their forearms and arms. Welcome amongst the Shadies.
The Shadies. Aww.
And he kind of lets way to the rest of the group, and you can see multiple people there, as I said before. You can see the young girl that ran away from you as in their wolf form, Jonia. And you can see next to them a slightly older, but not too much older, similar looking figure, also a girl. But they have a longer gray hair that is on a tight bun on top of their head, and there's like a bow placed there. And where Jonia is still looking grumpy and like unsure of your people, the person standing next to them is like waving quite excitedly. Behind them is this elven man with platinum blonde hair and these warm hazelnut colored eyes that has this huge 7-stringed lute sitting by the fire and playing a couple of tunes. And they nod at you.
I want to go talk.
Acknowledging your presence.
I want to go over to him. I think.
Liz is gonna lean over to Indel and go, I told them about me and Joe did their whole thing, but it's up to you guys what you want to say.
Umandil looks at you, kind of questioning. Like, sure. If you trust these two strangers so much, I expect there is a reason why you have brought them to our safe haven.
This trauma bonding goes.
Well,
But giant spiders is a great motivation for many things.
yeah. I can see that being the case. Sorry for questioning your reasons, but
Question away.
on top of the elven person, there is one more figure that you see around the fire, who is this tanned male with like a leaner build, elven ears that are not quite long, like more half elven vibes than elf vibes, and they have this black velvety hair that runs down on their back, braided in difficult patterns, and they have a tankard on their hand, and they're just watching you with these, like, they are quite young, you would say around 20-30-ish in human years, but they have this very tired energy about them, and they just watch on as you guys arrive. So, Jetsia, you run off to the Elven man.
Yes.
As soon as you approach, they stop playing. They rise up, and they give you a very, very courtesy.
I'm gonna return it.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss.
Huh? No, I'm not Viz. I'm. That's.
Miss?
Oh, sorry, I'm fucking deaf apparently. I kind of return it and go. I love your playing. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying to master my art. Now that I'm here in the midst of all this nature and
Love
fresh
him.
air.
How long have you been playing? You're wonderful.
I've dedicated my life to arts. What is there but the beauty and wonder of life and suffering? I didn't get your name.
Oh, I'm Jadzia. I'm also dedicating my life to pain and suffering. And then I kind of realised what I said, and no, just take it off, and I'm just going to pull out my lyre.
Now it feels like all these months out in the wilderness have been worth it. Another person of culture. Intriguing.
This is gonna lean around
Jadzia is
and
just
go,
like...
rude.
Jadzia looks happy because she's never really run into any other people who care that much about music other than listening, really.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I... Do you want to, like, do you want to...
Do you know any of the old elven songs of the ancient?
Do I know any of the old elven songs of the ancients?
Roll a history check for me.
Fuck. 8.
Do I know this obscure thing? Oh yeah, roll history. Oh no, I don't want to do that.
8.
Do I know this piece of history? Roll a history check. Oh no.
Unfortunately, you do not.
Yes, I'm not too familiar, but I know of them.
Roll deception.
Wonderful. 20, not natural.
Okay. Want to duet the song of the Lorelei with me?
Okay, you start, and then I'll just hop in.
Yeah, harmonize.
Yeah, that's it.
That sounds amazing.
I would like to DM. I would like to wing it.
Roll another deception check. No, this would be performance to see how well you like listening to the first couple of notes.
They're both +5, so.
Ooh.
No, 14.
14. You're not quite as fancy as he is with his playing. He starts to play his flute in very, very practiced manner. It's hard to keep tap of his fingers because he's playing the notes so quickly and so softly. It's quite wonderful for you. After the first couple of notes, he says, "My name is Arius Cardinal, by the way, and it is my pleasure." Jasmine, what do you do when Jadzia runs off to talk to this elven man?
I guess I'm just gonna kind of follow Viz's lead because I am very out of my element.
Yeah. So, what do? You mentioned is still there. They have, let you out of the embrace to go say hi to Jasmine, and they're still kind of giving glances at Jasmine's direction.
Viz will be like, this is Jasmine. I think I already said that, but they're kind of out of the... Would it be rude to say out of their depths? Look at Jasmine when I say that.
I've spent most of my life secluded in my own village. This is my first time out in the world, so yeah.
Only good influences here. It's perfect.
It would
This does
seem
not
that
sound
the
confident when they
most
say that.
beautiful flowers grow in the most isolated places. Oh,
As you
Stop.
as you say, only good influences. In the background, Jadzia is trying to teach Adius one of her like very loud songs.
Adius is so excited. Excited, like, oh, I've never practiced. I forget the word.
Wonderwall.
Like,
No, I'm
you
not
know,
sure. I'm not teaching
no,
him.
no missed work song before. This is amazing. Humendil looks at both of you and says, "Well, Adius seems to be a bit occupied right now, but we have managed to locate a few places on the map that could be potential locations where our common friend might have gone to. How much do they
Yeah.
know?"
They know I'm looking for them. And they know I already said they know about me. That's about it.
They smile very forced but a warm smile at you, Yasmin. And they're like, "Well, any friend of this is friend of ours. Do you want to join us on the fire?"
I would love to.
Yes, we have the vegetable soup coming up. It's my specialty. I can
Sounds
guarantee
delicious.
you have never tasted anything like it. Especially if
Alright.
you are not. Have you ever heard of the distant land of Mulhorandi?
Have I?
No, you haven't.
No, I haven't. Do enlighten me.
I think the taste of the food will give you a story in on itself.
I'm
Come.
excited to try.
And he leads you to the next to the like this setup they have. They have like a ring of stones set as a seats around this fire. And as you look around, you can see that this camp has been here for some time. Like the grass is all trampled. Sorry for the dog noises downstairs if you can hear any of that. um, the grass has been trampled down, and there are like clear marks of living. Like these people have lived there for quite some time. You sit by the fire, and Adius and Jetsia are playing together this wonderful tune. Jetsia every now and then missing a note or two. But you sit down amongst the people. Everyone seems happy that Biz has returned. Somewhat safe, it seems.
Only a little bit more traumatized.
Yes. Who do you sit next to?
Me?
Both of you.
I'll sit next to Viz.
Okay.
Viz probably sits next to Emendil.
Humendil. Okay.
Just
Humendil.
follows wherever they go.
Okay. And Humendil sits next to Cabo. And they have this huge iron pot on the side of the fire, and they spin it around the ladle a few times there, add a few spices in, and they're like, yes, it's quite ready. And they serve you each on the ring a plate.
Yo, soup time.
Soup time.
Is there a
Yes.
spot next to? No, I think I'd stick with Adius, but somehow
Yeah.
try and lead him near to where Yaz and Viz have sat.
Yeah, you are kind of grouped in together. This isn't too big of a circle or too big of a fire even.
Mhm.
And you're seated down in front of the fire. And this kind of mysterious figure, Pablo, is still kind of just eyeing you guys, not saying anything.
Mhm.
Viz
Meanwhile,
starts eating as soon as they get the soup.
yes. You start eating, and everybody is kind of expecting for you to finish your meal before they give you a couple of questions. The pale elven girl with the top on, the older one of the two, is looking super eager to talk to Vess, and they're just like leaning forward, like shaking it on their spot, just like waiting for them to finish, so it's like proper to ask some questions about the journey.
Viz is fully aware of this and eating as fast as they can.
So you are just shoving the food into your mouth, as Renia is expecting you to finish. Do you introduce yourselves to the rest of the party or people here?
Yes.
Yes, you go around saying names. How do you do that? What do you tell about yourself?
I tell them that I'm from the Forest of Worms and that I'm making my way north. That I met Jadzia and Hardbuckler and Stella and Hardbuckler, and then we met Viz on the road.
What does Jessia tell about herself?
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting away from home for a while, and I put it up on myself to help old Yaz out over here. I just kind of want to finger guns at Yaz.
After Jadzia introduces herself, Cabo speaks up for the first time. Here, here. You are not the only one taking a trip away from home, it seems.
What do you... Huh? What do you mean?
Viz pauses eating to looks between them and then starts eating again.
Capo slowly turns to face Viz, past Yumendel in the circle, and it's like, so you told them nothing?
About you guys. Felt that
That's-
wasn't my place.
Well, you might be correct there.
I'm sensing a lot of tension here right now.
What Viz has failed to tell you is that you are amidst refugees currently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's... Well, we are making the best of our situation. And let's say that beautiful music, how rowdy it was, helps with that.
DM, there are no wars
Yeah.
going on at the minute, are there?
Not to your knowledge, no.
No, I didn't think so. Oh, well, thank you. I've, not quite dedicated my life when I gestured to Adius, and I was like... But I've, been trying. About 2 years, maybe?
There's power in your music,
Oh,
and there's depth of your soul. You'll do fine in the world. Trust me.
I kind of just smile and eat my soup.
And what is a daughter of an angel doing among us here on this realm?
I stop eating my soup and I look directly at Yasmin and look genuinely panicked.
Viz probably with a spoon in their mouth looks at Cabo and goes, "Stop being weird."
Well, I was sent out by my village to go and find someone who has left and bring them back. We have a couple questions.
I'm gonna look really confused at Yaz and go, he said daughter of an angel. Are you not gonna counter that?
No. Eats more.
Have you noticed this? Anytime you just start off mysterious and tell a couple of truths about strangers to them, they tend to lose their cool quite quickly.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
just. What?
To me?
Yeah.
This is just watching this go down slowly.
Jadzia doesn't look angry. She looks almost worried, like scared.
Oh. Well, gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. Well, my mother, is like me, and she grew up in the tribe that I come from, and she is similar to like the head of a church, and it's customary to take a pilgrimage up north and meet with the messengers of our god, who are also celestials. And when a man and a woman love each other very
No,
much,
no. Trust me, that's
This is laughing, but probably joking.
something I familiar with. Is this raising any red flags for Jadzia? Because I feel like I know she's definitely concerned of the implication, but
You can decide that on yourself. You
Okay.
notice that Rinia, one of the two pale elven girls, covers the eyes of the younger one, and the younger one is like swatting the hands away to hear the story. And
This
they're-
definitely laughs at that, but they're laughing before.
so your mum and an angel, they
made me, yes.
okay, yeah.
I feel like Viz would have probably finished.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I
go very
think so.
quiet and just go back to eating. Yeah.
So Viz, Rinia picks up. Do you want to tell
Aaron.
us everything? How was it? Did you find the clues? Did you solve the case?
I wouldn't call the case solved, but we've got some more leads than we did before, which is always a plus. And then Estrella met these two, and then Estrella met up with me, and then we found some spiders, and then we found here.
Did you kill all the spiders?
We did.
Yes. They
Totally unscathed. We were all
roll a deception check for me.
Jadzia is just like kind of nursing where the stinger hit her.
Yes.
the deception.
3.
19.
Oh! Gee.
They
Jadzia,
believe that this escaped unharmed and was somehow probably saving both of you in the process. Our leader is so cool, guys. Our leader is so cool.
oh, there's too much going on today.
Oh, yeah. Just know that we don't judge anyone for being anything, you know? You can...
What a weird thing to say.
They seem confused.
This is gonna lean around and go, don't be mean to Rin.
They just said. I'm just kind of like looking at my hands and just going back to eating again.
So, couple, speak second to second. I wasn't expecting that to be such a revelation that you have an Alzheimer amongst your midst. Mom,
In my defense, I didn't realize.
this, you are very bright, and you are very capable. But sometimes,
Again, in my defense, I have never claimed to be those things.
It's a different thing to be able to read people and to be able to read, you know, dangerous environments. And it's intriguing to have you both here. We might even need your help if you're willing to work for a few coins.
I've never said no to a job yet. I've kind of just...
I'd be delighted to.
Leaning forward. What's the job?
As you might have surmised, our friend is missing. And we need to find them. They've been gone for a couple of weeks now. And they are not the type to, you know, not to leave a note. Especially since we are what some might call a community.
I mean, when I saw your friend, he looked more than jovial. Maybe he's just found somewhere else to go.
This is gonna pantomime eating soup to avoid conversation.
Roll an insight check real quick. Yeah, you.
10. Wait. Yeah, 10.
As you say that, most of the people look kind of sad around you. Like, they are hurt by the fact that this person is not there. And it's not hurt like they were betrayed. They are worried. Very deeply so.
We have a rough idea of the direction that he was heading. Your friend. If the, well, price is right, I'm sure I'd be happy to help you out.
Sorry.
He stands up and walks to you, Jetsia, and offers a hand. It's a deal then.
I just kind of
You just have to name your price.
want to look him in the eyes for just a second and try and assert some sort of dominance. How tall is he, actually?
He's like 6'3".
Nice. I'm going to stand up an inch taller than him and look down and offer my hand. But the other one, so if he wants to shake it, he's got to change hands.
Roll a pure charisma check for me, real quick, to see if you can, like...
16 plus 3, 19.
Okay, let's see here.
She.
Sorry, I'm the first one to break.
They rolled 27.
Fuck.
So you
were
stand
so
taller.
proud of that too.
You stand taller than he, but he looks you calmly in the eyes, not wavered by this show of prowess, and calmly shakes your hand. So what is your prize, adventurer? And you too, daughter
Me?
of angels. Do you have a price to help an innocent soul?
Not a price per se, but as much help as you can give.
I'm just going to look at Yasmin just like...
I don't know these things. I've never had a use for money.
I have a few. I want to look at him. I want to.
Yeah.
Forget.
Are we doing a vibe check?
Roll
What-
to
what-
vibe.
What do you want to know about him? What are you trying to claim from him?
Does he seem to be offering something that isn't financial? Does he seem to have some sort of like, because the kind of vibe that I'm getting is that he's got knowledge about something that he's not sharing.
He seems knowledgeable. Roll an insight check for me again.
10 again.
He seems to have trust in his own power. He doesn't seem to waver around the thought that you could name the price. He seems very adamant that any price you name, he is willing to pay.
How about, for now, if we set off, you help us out with some equipment, and we can talk figures when we get back with your friend.
Deal.
Cool.
Do I get the sense that he knows more than he's letting on about like the disappearance of this person?
Roll an insight check.
18.
You get the feeling that he doesn't quite trust you guys yet. Like,
Understandable.
I wonder why.
he would rather keep you as business acquaintances than let you in on like the whole thing that is going on.
Okay.
You feel like the fact that you did not know why this encampment was here or stuff like that is kind of putting him off. Like, he doesn't want to get you mixed up with things. There's
Okay.
a sense of if I keep your distance from you and you keep your distance from us, it's better for both sides. Kind of feeling
Okay.
that you're getting.
Okay. While Jadzia and while they talk about equipment or whatever, I just kind of want to take Viz aside and say, so they said that they were refugees. What exactly are you refugeeing from? Fuck, that's not what I meant to say. I didn't swear that was Cody.
This gets what you mean, no. Gets
What
what
even
you
is a
mean, don't worry.
refugee?
Shh, I'm trying to think. This, without looking in your eyes, this is probably like, it's a longer story. Maybe if you stick around long enough, you'll find out. But let's not get into it.
Okay.
I would.
Shakes aggressively. Let me in your secret.
Um. So, do you have a storage space where you keep your spare equipment?
As if I would throw that to you, Miss Butterfingers. You seem like the type that when you would get scared enough, you wouldn't be afraid to take everything that is not locked down.
If I have a reason to get scared enough, I promise that every single person here will want to grab anything that's not tied down.
They seem intrigued again. Come on, I'll show you. And they walk you behind one of the tents. And there is this, like these sacks of potatoes and different vegetables and stuff. But under them, there is this small chest.
Mhm.
Wooden chest that has a magical rune on top of it. And they take their pinky finger, and you notice that the nail on the pinky finger is longer and sharp. And they trace the rune with their pinky.
Mhm.
And the magic of it fades as you watch it in these small sparks, and they open the lid. If you guys want to follow, you can.
Sure.
and you can see that there are 3 magical potions, and they say to you, you can pick one.
Well, what are
Each
they?
of us? Or
There's no labels. You can make an investigation check to figure out what they are.
Okay.
well, I'm dumb as rocks, so I'll let one of you smarter people do it.
21.
Would Viz know what they are since they?
Yes, Viz knows, but let's see what
I got
Judson
21.
Yeah, Viz is
19 plus
saying they
2.
think it's funny.
Okay, so there is regular healing potion. There is a potion of cold resistance, and then a potion you have no idea what it is.
Detect magic, is that a area or is it like on a thing?
It's basically your eyes turn completely blue, and it's your gaze of your sight, 30 feet forward. So your vision.
Not looking anywhere else. I just want to look at the chest and cast detect magic to see if I can try and figure out what. I mean,
All
would
the
it
potions
work?
are.
Would it? Because I can tell the.
You would need identify to know the qualities of the potions.
I could learn the school
They are
of
all
magic,
magical.
but it wouldn't really help, would it? No, never mind.
Yeah, it wouldn't really help. When it
Jadzier
comes
would
to
know that.
potions.
Taylor does not. Taylor is an idiot. Jadzier is semi-intelligent.
Semi.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Why don't we just ask Viz? They probably know what these are.
So, Viz,
Yo.
you know that these potions are a healing potion, and a cold resistance potion, and a potion of your own making. And I want you to roll an alchemy check for me.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Which dice is that? Is this? 'Cause-
Intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. What the heck is my proficiency?
It's
It's
2.
Probably
Two.
plus 2, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So intelligence plus proficiency plus my roll.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be +1 on intelligence plus 2 proficiency, so 15 plus 3, 18. That's right.
18. It's a greater healing potion that is kind of experimental.
Ooh.
There might be some side effects to it, but it's a great potion.
Viz points at that one and goes, "I made that one."
Really?
What is it?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a greater healing potion, and I think it worked, but since it's homemade, it might do some funky stuff as well as healing.
Define funky stuff. I'm not gonna turn into a wolf, am I?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if there's a potion to do that.
I don't know. I'm gonna
So-
turn to Yasmin and just kind of take your pick.
I don't know what any of these are, but I will look in the chest and pick the one that looks the coolest.
Define coolest. Okay, I think it's with the potion Viz made because there's like these rainbow colors that every
Oh,
now and then spark.
absolutely. Absolutely.
potion.
We're taking
Yeah.
that one.
Gay potion.
The liquid is
Potion.
more of a pink shade than a red shade, like the regular healing potions.
Okay.
But there is the occasional flash of different colors in the mix, and it seems like the potion is moving constantly inside the bottle.
That looks
Viz
epic.
seems very happy that you picked this.
Um,
Sweet.
While you're doing your pick, you hear Yumendel shout out like, "Hey! I opened up a new casket. If you want to have some fun." And they have a casket of some kind of ale, like they have lifted on their shoulder, and they're currently filling a tankard from a hole in the casket.
Hey, Yaz, you like a drink, don't you?
I mean, everyone needs to drink, right?
I
This
get-
does
I-
not wait for the
not
competition,
picking up on
and they
the song.
turn around and go and get one.
I'm giving you like a very
But they
knowing
only get
smile.
one.
I'm just gonna grab your hand and take you over there.
Okay. I'm
You-
gonna let
yeah.
one of you two take the greater healing potion because I probably don't need it.
It's up to you
So-
who you give it to.
I'll give it to Viz because they seemed excited by it.
So you get one of the potions of your own making. You
I
can
will-
list it down as creator healing potion ?
Nice.
Um,
Hang on, I have equipment.
Yeah.
Manage. Add items.
I think it's like
Custom
create a
item.
potion of healing in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hang on, I think I have to do it myself. 'cause
If you go to
I have
manage equipment and then
edit. There we go.
you walk back to the circle of people, and Umendil is basically handing everyone but Jonia a tankard of ale. And Adius is starting to play a more jovial, more exciting tune, like this. What you would imagine in a very, very welcoming, warm tavern. And everybody seems to relax a bit. Like, you've been around long enough now that they seem to just, have their evening fun. Remia takes tankard and climbs up into the guard's tower to have a turn on the watch, and the tunes start to play in the air, and it's kind of a dance-esque music.
where's Estrella?
Estrella is. They are kind of staying away from the group of people. They have, because there was stairs up to the ruins, they had to leave their cart down, and they're kind of standing in the like the crumbled down doorway of the ruins, kind of just like softly looking towards Cabo and looking at their car to see that everything is fine there, and back to Cabo.
I want to
And
go over to her. Your friend seems very particular.
which one of my friends are you referring to?
I'm-
I have many friends, so many.
Gabbo.
Oh, he is a personal and unique individual, even. No other like him.
Jadzir's just, because Taylor's just had this realization, and Jadzir's face is going to do the exact same thing mine did, of just... Fuck. I'm going to just give Estrella my drink, because I assume that... Well, I probably would have brought one over for her.
Thank you.
And then I'm just going to go off somewhere that I can't really be seen.
Okay. Make a stealth roll for me.
12 plus 1, 13. I'm not
Okay.
exactly trying to like hide from everyone. I just kind of want to be
Out of sight for a
out
bit.
of sight
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah. Both
I
Viz,
noticed you walking, but
Yeah.
I just
both
Oh, well,
Viz
I would take
and
a peek.
Jasmine are aware where you are, but let's see if the rest of the people are. This will take a tiny bit of time.
It doesn't matter if people know where I am. It's more
Yeah.
like I just don't want.
So you
Yeah.
wander off a bit.
You want to like break line of sight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even
You
that.
wonder-
Just out of hearing distance, really.
Okay. You go a little bit sideways, and Adius is playing kind of loudly now.
Mhm.
It's starting to be a full party there. People are very starting to loosen up and have fun. So you step behind the tent lines so that you are like a couple of feet away
Mhm.
from the group.
I'm gonna pull out the coin.
Okay.
And in Abyssal, I'm just gonna. Is there someone here that I shouldn't trust?
Gollum.
I don't
You
know
don't
what
need
Abyssal
to
sounds like. I assume it's like that.
Do
It's
it-
kind of like depths,
Do
isn't
a
it?
goofy voice for it.
Gosh, is there anyone here that I shouldn't trust?
Gorfu.
Don't murder the rest of the players. Choking on an energy drink is a sad way to go. So you
It's in
ask the
character
coin.
though for me in real life.
You ask the coin the question, and it spins on your hand and lands on yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check the coin.
Yeah.
I believe it. Right. I'm gonna head back to the party and pretend that nothing happened.
I take the tankard and I'm like, oh, thank you, I'm so thirsty. I just chug it. Like, I don't, like, when I come back up for air, it's gone.
Seeing...
Because I'm assuming that this is just a drink, you know, like people drink when they're thirsty.
Yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I mean, alcohol doesn't get me drunk. But I will still do that. Con saving throw. 7.
You managed to jerk it down almost at one gulp, but you're kind of struggling in the midway.
Understandable.
Like, you almost drink it through the wrong, pipe, and you're kind of in the midst between. But you still manage to look super cool, and you Mendel is like, wow, girl, takes the tankard back and fills it again.
I want to go over to... I'm assuming that was kind of happening as I was walking back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go up to Adius, like, not really taking my eyes off of Yasmin, and go... Who's your heaviest drinker?
Sticks, make a roll a d6 for me, please. Because this is an interesting question to ask this particular group.
6.
That would be Candle, but they're not here currently.
Second,
So
then.
I would say Cabo. They are the owner of the bar, after all.
Makes sense. I want to go over to Yaz. How would you be interested in a friendly drinking competition? Just going to take a very quick moment to shout out all of our socials. So if you're watching this live on Twitch, because we do stream this live on Twitch, hopefully every Sunday, there's a command cycling about in chat, or !social if you want to call it up yourself, to get our socials. It gives a link to our link tree, and on there you can find us on Twitch, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, and that's it for now. Hopefully this will be going up on Spotify and all major streaming platforms the second that I figure out how to do that. Until then, we're going to be streaming this on Sundays at 2:30 EST, and hopefully this will be going up at some point at the start of the week, but I need to figure that out also. So until then, thank you very much for checking by. Give us a follow if you haven't. Rate us 5 stars on iTunes if you're listening to this on iTunes. I don't know how podcasts work, and I'm trying to figure it out the best that I can. How would you be interested in a friendly drinking competition?
Sure, I might have to take a bathroom break or two, but...
I'm sure that won't be necessary.
Viz, you hear this.
This voiceover question.
Can I call over Gabbo?
Yeah. They walk to you. Yes.
Test of good faith. To show kind of we're a friendly bunch. I bet that my friend here could drink you under the table. And I'm going to pull out 10 gold and just kind of stack it in front of me.
Okay, this is interesting. Kaba looks up and down Jasmine and is like, So you are putting money on the table for me to drink against the one of the angel bloodline.
I watched her neck down a glass of fire breath in about 6 seconds. And then I'm just going to take out another 5 gold and have a 15 gold stack in front of me.
Under one condition. You drink too. And we will play a set of dice after this. Once we're all blackout drunk.
just going to take 10 gold off the stack, so there's 5 gold there. And go, sure. But if either of us win, we take the pot.
Deal. They have like these long vestiges, like this long black overcoat. And they like put their hand in one of the pockets. You don't quite see where the pocket is. And they pull out 2 platinum. And they place them on top of your 5 measly coins.
I don't know if I have that much money.
You definitely don't.
Platinum's 10
No,
gold,
you
isn't it?
probably- Yeah, you probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. Do I want to?
This. Are you on their team or mine? I think they might need it.
I never signed up for this. I never signed up for this. I'm not getting blackout drunk.
Josh. You have the best constitution here. You know, after Candle and I.
Perhaps Sipstring.
You're the one who always dances on the tables.
I kind of look at Viz like, really?
Conspicuously again.
Come on, help them. They will be shamed otherwise. Emandel, you're
What's
on
in
my
it for
team.
me?
This has gone very quickly from a 1v1 situation to apparently teams, and I'm very confused as to what's happening.
It wouldn't be fun to leave people outside. Also, I think people would be bored if I and Miss Angel over here drank until the day after tomorrow. So,
Fine,
teams-
but I'm not putting any money down.
It's fine. You would lose it anyways.
You think I don't know that?
Adios.
Drinking conspicuously again.
Adios, you're on my team. And you, Mandel, you too. This is interesting. You intrigue me.
As Adius comes up, I'm just gonna like give him a wink and blow him a kiss.
They seem flustered by this fact. Let's see how flustered they are. They're very flustered by this fact. A drinking competition it is. And they, Umandil comes from around the corner. They carry one of these big tables that are at the, against the walls of the ruins, and drops it in middle of you guys. They pull a couple of broken stools under the table, and Cabo takes a place at the middle chair of one side. They're like, choose your opponent type of situation.
I'm gonna sit down across from Adius.
Okay.
This will sit down across from Amanda because they know.
Umandil, yeah?
Okay, I guess I
They
sit
know.
across from Cabo.
Hi.
Do I? Okay, so I'm making. Jasmine is making the assumption that no one here is like regular, right? Do I get the sense that he is like hiding something about himself, or that he's like similar to me in any ways?
Roll insight for me.
18.
I would like both Viz and Taylor to deafen themselves until I do this with my hand.
I'm just gonna take my headphones out because I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the deafen button? It's
Epic.
You get a sense that this person is no human at all. You look at their eyes and you see something ancient. Something older than you or any person that you know. They have a humanoid form. They're not an angel, but they're something ancient.
Interesting.
So,
Yay!
we will
Okay.
be starting with the drinking game then.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Johnny and the young girl comes to the edge of the table. They are, you know, they are kind of like they're still kind of wary of you guys, and you can see from their eyes that they are sure that you're going to lose as a team.
This throws their hands up like this and goes, "I want it on the record. I was coerced into this."
You say that every time.
And I'm gonna say it every time.
Yeah, sure. Candle will tell you different. Okay, so
Points and
everybody,
doesn't say anything.
the rules are clear. You have to down your drink. You cannot puke. If you pass out, you're out of the game. If you want to forfeit, you can do it by raising up from your chair. The last team standing will win. And we will start with our musicians on this end, please. And
I wanna, just before anything starts, like whilst the rules are like being said, I kind of just want to like lean forward towards Alias and whisper, "Oh, I hope I win. It'll put me in such a good mood."
Roll persuasion.
My persuasion is +3, I think. 16.
Pathetic.
Oh, is that right? And both of your drinks are filled. So the idea is that you need to finish your drink without puking or passing out, and then the rounds go on and on. So you go as many rounds as your team can handle, and once you are out, you are out. So I would like you, Jadzia, to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw, right?
Saving throw, yes.
That's cold.
I will.
14. 14?
14. You start to both drink. You're gulping down your drinks, and Adrius finishes first with a slight and slams the tankard on the table. And he leans forward and whispers, "My lady, you're going to have so much fun tonight."
If Viz hears this, they go, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
But you finish your drink.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say anything back? Okay.
I want to kind of look at him and be like, look slightly defeated at the fact that he won first. I want to try and guilt trip him, basically.
Jesus.
Okay. We shall return to that on your next turn drinking. Then it goes to Cabo and Jasmine.
Gaslight, keep girl boss.
Yeah. So roll a Constitution saving throw for me. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Okay. Cabo doesn't even gulp. He just opens his mouth and throws back the tankard. It was 23 for him.
Why did you make me do this, Taylor?
It
sounded like a good idea.
They throw
This
back their
dude is
drink,
not normal.
and you're expecting to. All of you are expecting for Jasmine to do well because everyone saw her drown her first drink, and you try to mimic Cabo's attitude of getting it down all at once, and you drink it wrong, and you start coughing, and you cannot keep your liquid. And you end up puking liquid out straight away at the first drink that you had.
This is just patting her on the back, like, "I'm so sorry you have to do this."
I don't even want to do it. I turn to Jadzia, I'm like, what's the goal of this game?
It's just to get it down as quick as possible without doing that.
Cabo wipes the sides of their mouth. And Johnny is like, "And the angel is out. You're out of the game."
Damn.
So it's business.
I mean, I didn't bet money on this, so.
It's okay, I took most of it back. There's only 5 gold on the table.
Yes.
Thank
But
God.
but there's 2 platinum on their side.
Yeah.
So
Nothing to do
Vince,
with
it's
me.
your turn. You watch how Yasmin drops out of the game. And just give me a moment to see if my audio is correct. Yeah. Okay. There was a slight pause in the music, and I was, oh no, everything go wrong. And you look at Umendel, who is looking at you and saying, "You know how many times I have carried you home after you passed out after an evening."
Biz is gonna like take their jogging, just kind of motion for a cheers and go, well, apparently you're gonna have to do it again.
And people cheer in the circle with you, and Umendil says, "For friendships."
For
And,
friendships.
And make a
And-
roll. What did you get?
Oh,
Guess.
one.
One. Oh my god.
Taylor's-
Umendil struggles somewhat downing their drink. They are not the best drinker of the group. So they are kind of chugging and chugging and chugging. And this, you feel dizzy straight away. You haven't drank in some while. You just ate. This is not a good combo for your stomach. And you
This felt like it was such a good idea 5 minutes ago.
you burp heavily, and you can feel a bit of the basically dinner that you ate rise back on your throat. And you kind of step away from the circle to. It's a tiny puke. It's a tiny puke. But you end up puking also on your first drink.
Sits back down, sets drink down, and goes, all right.
Good effort, Humendel says. Kind of worried for you. What
Just
happened?
been a while. Out of practice, we'll say. I don't have my worst influence here to cheer me on.
Fair enough. So that means that we only have one member from your side left. So, Jetsia, you kind of have to drink against everyone, it seems.
Bear with me, I'm looking to see if I can cheat in any way.
Jadzia, queen of making terrible impressions.
Yes. Also, 2 nat 1s in a row. Well, I'm kind of.
I mean, at least it's a nat 1 on something that isn't that important.
Right.
Yes.
The only thing at stake here is Jetsia's wallet, and they did this to themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really.
I'm gonna lean over to Jadzia and say, maybe we could try this again with normal people.
What do you mean?
Like, well,
These are normal people.
I meant like not.
If Viz can hear this, at normal
With,
people,
like-
they look over
No,
and
I just meant with,
Jessia
like-
goes, they are. Viz
just
is gonna
meant, like,
look conflicted, like they don't know if they should be offended or not being called a normal person.
and I say, no, I meant like not good at this. Not like high constitution. Like, maybe a gnome who just got back from a hard day's work and
That's worse.
definitely doesn't.
Definitely a
no.
worse idea. What, you can maybe go find some dwarves and do it against them as well.
Sure.
Estrella comes over to rub your back, Vez, because they're kind of worried for you. I thought, are you okay? You used to
That's
down you
bullshit.
Mendel at this.
Call it
look-
an off night. I'm out of practice.
Sure. I'm kind of sorry for your friend. They're probably gonna die of alcohol poisoning now.
Okay,
That'll be fine.
I'm holding out my tankard.
Okay. And Adius, Umendil rises from their seat and fills your tankards. And Adius takes hold of his and is like, "Are you ready? Beautiful. Another round."
I just raise it.
And are you going to use some kind of a trickery?
The only thing
How
I
would
can
you
really...
even?
Yeah.
Prestidigitation, is it vocal? Or it's hand gestures, isn't
It's
it?
somatic.
It says next to the spell, if it has V marking, it means that it has vocal components to it. Which
But it's got
means
S as well.
So
S is semantic, which means gestures of hands of some kind. So, yeah. So if there are any components, you need to fulfill all of them to fulfill the spell.
Ah,
so if
fuck's
there,
sake, okay.
yeah. So you cannot drink and do prestidigitation.
I was gonna like
Of course.
cool down his drink to give him like
Yeah.
disadvantage to make it really difficult to swallow, but no, I'm not gonna do that. No, fuck it, I'm just going.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything I've got is vocal.
Yeah. What did you get?
10.
Well, this is
Natural
funny
one.
because he got the natural one.
Natural ones all around.
Yes, apparently. Nobody's drinking well tonight.
Should have
So,
saved that one for the dude with the
Yeah.
beefy gun.
just
I want to
mark
point
my-
out that the only
Yeah.
way I could have tied that 23 was to get a natural 20. That's how buff this dude is.
Yes. So, describe Jadzia how you down your drink.
I
with
would
a
like to
natural
just like
20.
look him dead in the eyes and just without breaking eye contact, just turn to the side and just throat open, let it go down.
You are so intimidating that when Arius goes to go for their drink, and they notice that you are staring, they start to like choke on their own drink. And it spills over the table, and Arius is out of the game. They're like,
Viz starts to giggle because they're probably at least a little bit drunk.
yes.
One drink.
All of Buzz and Jasmine pretty much are, because, like... So, they... Well... Arius just seems confused and confounded, and they're like,
Mhm.
okay. They raise from their seat, give a tiny curtsy, like... Wow. I think they might have a chance to beat you, Cabo. And Cabo takes their tankard. That is different from the rest of the tankard. The rest of the tankards are like wooden or, you know, metallic, but their tankard is this, like, very detailed and very intricate tankard with different, like, carvings on the handle and even a couple of gemstones embedded into the rim. And they lean forward and they say to you, "Are you ready, Tiefling, for another round?"
Hold on.
Can I like watch him while he does this? To see if I see anything like amiss or if he's just really good at drinking.
Roll inside. Perception. No. I would say investigation in this case.
No!
Can
Any
I-
of those other two, maybe?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Can I can't inspire myself, can I?
No, you can't.
No.
Only others.
Yeah,
Which
shit.
would
I
been
should have
great.
thought of that a minute ago.
Yes. As a
Yeah.
bard, you should have done that.
Been real nice.
So, Cabo,
Alright, what am I
Are you
rolling?
ready? investigation.
16.
16. They just have a fucking high constitution.
Okay.
You feel like they're not where you are not affected by alcohol. They are, but their tolerance is so high that it would take them immense amounts of alcohol to even get drunk.
Mhm.
Bro, he's cracked.
Okay,
Mhm.
right.
What do you
Motherfucker
get?
definitely has a +4 to Constitution and is proficient in it.
I got high, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I got 18 plus 1, 19.
You finish the drink first. You gulp down your drink and slam the tankard on the table. To watch Cabo very, very slowly finish theirs. And puts the tankard down and they kind of still in the game. I see. Yurandil.
How about we cut this after this one last round? If I beat all 3 of you in a row, I'll double what's on the table.
No.
What do you think, Yurandil? Can you beat this tiefling lady here that has come to her camp and is being so bossy? And Yurandil looks you up and down and says, yeah. It takes a professional alcoholist, but yeah, if someone here is professional alcoholist, that's me. And they
This cheers for Umato because they're drunk and slightly confused.
There are cheers.
I shoot
all
daggers at Viz.
And and you start to play this tune of din 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 din.
Do I have a chance feeling spine? Oh man.
Unfortunately, no. It's the enemy team. If you're, how are you inspiring Jadzia for this, fellow party members? How are you helping them to
I'm
cope?
gonna give her a pat on the back and say, "You did so well," and then just hope to God that she can keep her liquor.
This is leaned across the table and just shoots a thumbs up like, you got this.
Okay. You get a +1 on your roll from that. Okay, because these people are trusting in you. They saved your life a day before.
Mhm.
So this is a showdown time. Okay. Yurandil starts to drink.
Oh wait!
You still can drink.
I'm gonna, while I pat her on the back, I'm gonna give her guidance. So you get a D4
Yes.
to your.
They're all.
Okay.
Yeah, so you roll it and you add a D4.
Okay, so I get
I forgot I had that.
I get +1 and then I've rolled already. Should I roll again?
Go with the roll that you have and roll a
Okay.
D4 on top of that.
Okay, so that's I got 15 +4
Yeah.
+1.
Nice.
Is that
You are-
including your
What's your con
constitution?
mod? Yeah.
+1. Oh, +2. I got 20, 21.
It would have with. You are just a tiny bit quicker than Yurandil.
Yeah, let's go.
Without the guidance, you would have lost any day.
Just
But-
a little late, but
We rush to finish the tankard. You gulp, 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 and there's just a fraction of a second, like bam, when the tankard's at the table, and you're the first one whose tankard goes down.
Can
And there's this moment of silence.
Can I as I don't will I realise that I've finished first as I'm going down?
You are quite equal at that point. It's just coming down to the slam,
Okay.
pretty much.
Never mind. I was just gonna do something stupid. It doesn't matter, but I probably wouldn't have noticed.
You both slam your drinks down. You have one, and there's a moment of silence. Adios kind of stops playing for a bit, like for a nanosecond before continuing, when they figured out that they're like, gasp air and finish playing. And there's a moment of like shock.
I'm looking around at everyone silent, and then I'm just gonna kind of turn around to Yasmin and just go, ah!
And everybody starts cheering with you, and they're giving you applause. And everybody is in jovial mood. Jonia comes and pats you on the back and so like, wow, well done! Oh my god!
It's no.
Do you live in a meat barrel?
I lived in I lived in a mushroom shop. And then I'm gonna go over to Gabbo. Hey, and I'm gonna hold my hand out and go, I believe that's for plan.
they give you 4 platinum, and they're like, and it's time for the dice.
Oh, right, apparently there's an after part.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw to see if you're drunk.
I'm not.
Oh no, this would just be Jutsia because you two threw up.
Yeah.
Saving throw again, 17. 16 plus
17.
1. Hang on, do I still have guidance or is that a one-time thing?
No, that's a one-time
Okay.
thing.
You're kind of tipsy, but you're not drunk.
Cool,
So
okay.
you're not getting a disadvantage yet on your rolls.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah. Let's see here if any of the rest of the people are. Okay, so Adius is clearly like taking some, and there's some redness in their cheeks and stuff, and they say I'm gonna probably sit by this one. I can play the music.
Can I, is it if he starts playing music, I want to pull out my lyre, just go, you can do it, and cast Bardic Inspiration on him to try and just make him not play like shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's see how well he plays. It's more of a bling plong plang.
He gets a
than
d6
anything.
as well, yeah.
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 He rolled a 4 and a 1. But it's something. Do go on the background. And Cabo leaves the table and comes back with this bunch of dice, and he asks, "Have any of you played Noble's Hand before?"
I definitely have not.
Chantier just kind of laughs. I have spent the last 6 months in a village full of dwarves and gnomes and the odd traveller.
Do you know the rules?
Hmm.
We all roll 2 die. And after we have all rolled in secret, each of us decides whether we want to just keep that roll, or if we want to fold and leave the game, or if we want to raise, place some more money on the table, and add a smaller die to the mix. If you get a 10, you get a Noble's Hand, and you're most likely to win. Have you read the rules that I put on the other chat? Yeah.
Yes.
And if
Gabbo
they
says
go
in
over...
character for some reason.
No. And they go over the rest of the rules. You know the rules from there, and you can check them out from there. They go over the rules for you guys, and if you want to participate, that means that you need to put in some money.
Okay, let me add the 4 platinum really quick.
You're not sharing?
Yeah.
No one else put any money in.
Yeah, that's
This will not be participating in gambling.
Okay.
I'll go along with Jadzia, because I want to experience everything.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
very quietly explain the rules to Yaz as like...
If you have proficiency with a dice, that might be one of your or tool proficiencies. After the first initial,
proficiencies.
Do you have any tool proficiencies?
No.
You
Oh.
Mm.
Did you forget to add it?
No, it
No, I
depends on the
wasn't doing
subclass. You
Ah.
get,
Background.
yeah, because you get that from Bard side of things.
I have,
So-
yeah, 2.
So you first roll 2 d6s, and if you have proficiency with dice, you get to re-roll one of those dice. Okay? You're playing against.
How much are we putting down?
I'll put
Yumandel
down
puts
one
down.
Oh, I'll
And
match.
they match your scores after Jasmine puts up 1 gold. So there's 4 gold on the table because Cabo and Yumandel are both playing.
Okay.
Vizwatis.
Yeah. Roll your d6s. Okay. And now you can, in order, starting from Jasmine, because they were the first to put the money on the table, do you fold, keep, or raise?
I will keep.
Keep. Okay. Capo raises. They put another gold on the table. And Yumandel also raises and places another gold on the table. There's
I
6 gold on the table.
7.
Currently.
I put another 1 down.
Okay.
Well, you're
And
supposed to
you
keep
roll.
a secret.
Oh no,
No, I
seven
put 7
gold
gold on the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, and you add a d4 to your roll. All right. Everybody goes and places their bet on the table, and you reveal your hands. Jasmine, what did you get?
10.
Noble's hand. Okay.
Just cheers. For Jasmine.
Habo reveals their hand, and it's a jester's hand with a score of exactly 11. Yumandil reveals their hand, and they have an 8, a peasant's hand. What does Jadzia have?
Also an 11.
So you have 2 jesters in the table, but only 1 noble. So Capo looks at you and shifts to pile of money to you, Jasmine.
So I add 6 gold.
7.
Well,
You placed
had...
1 down, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, add 6 gold. Do you want to go another round?
Yeah, I'll go another round.
One more.
You keep drinking. Adios is starting to get better with their song. They're kind of getting hang of it again. So, are you ready to roll?
Flashbacks to Fallout New Vegas.
Is everybody,
More!
is everybody placing down 1 gold again?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jasmine, are you going first again? What do you do?
Sure, I'll raise.
Raise. Okay. So there is 5 gold on the table. Capo also raises. And so does Yumandil. So there is now 7 gold on the table.
Feeling pressured, Jadzia also raises.
Okay. So, that's everybody has rolled their dice. You are kind of looking, eyeing each other, trying to figure out what the other might have. Jasmine, what is your hand?
10!
This cheers again. Yeah, go Jazz.
Capo takes their hand from the view of their dice, and they also have a 10.
Oh shit, did they raise?
They did.
Okay.
This cheers cheers again. Yeah, go Cabo.
And then Yumandil raises their hand, and they have 11.
Oh shit.
And Jadzia?
I've got 9.
Peasant's hand. So Yumandil takes this pile of money and is like, come here, baby. More drinking money when we get back into the city. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So,
Epic.
the evening goes on, you keep partying. While
Yo.
they are gambling, Adius gives up on playing the lute and asks, do you want to see what we have surmised about Candle's possible locations thus far?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they lead
What have you got?
you off.
Steve is in here now.
Steve! I see. I saw a tail.
Steve is a wonderful cat that
Yes, Steve is my cat.
is both the guardian angel and terror of Cody. They will
Yes.
probably be doing visits on this show. So they lead you off a little bit to one of the side tables. And there's a map laid out with a couple of daggers stuck on it in different places. And you go to the table with them, and Adius is a bit walking, a bit drunkenly.
Visible. If he starts visibly getting unsteady, Vis will steady him. Make sure he's alright.
And you go to the table, and they're like, which one of these? And there's 4 daggers on the table. Placed on them, and one of them at the side. And he starts going through the places like, okay, we have theories about this, we have theories about this. And by this point, you two have finished your gambling games when they're going over the map and showing you different locations. And you notice the dagger, the one that is not stuck on the table, shift slightly closer to you.
Is gonna look at it and go, Snickers, is that you?
And a row of teeth come along the side of the dagger, and then a long tongue that licks the edges of the shape, and a couple eyes pop out. Plump.
Is it just Viz there, or am I there as well?
You're still gambling.
Okay, good, because I would have hit it.
And the eyes pop out, and they're excited, and this creature starts slowly, like kind of bouncing towards you, excited.
I'm gonna pet it, like, hi, how are you?
It kind of tries to
Who's
bite
the
your
good boy?
fingers.
Who's the good boy?
The tiny mimic, kind of climbs on top of your hand and softly, not like trying to hurt you, but like as a hello, tries to like gnaw the back of your thumb. Like, you know how dogs sometimes take your hand through their mouth, but they're not really biting you. They're doing the same thing and kind of just gnawing at your fingers, like.
It'll take the other hand and start petting it again, just be like, aw.
Make an
Who's
animal
my
handling
favorite mimic?
check. Roll a perception, the Jasmine and Jatsia, for me to see if you hear who is my favorite mimic.
Also, Cody, your mic. I got a natural 1.
And I got, what's this, perception? 10.
Yeah.
Oh, so technically 0.
Yeah, so Cody, Jasmine hears this, but Jatsia is so focused on celebrating. Yumandil and Jonia, to be honest, they're kind of trying to like lift you up and like do that hey thing with you since you won the gambling thing. I don't know if you're going along with that or no.
I mean,
but they are.
I'm very happy and drunk, but I also weigh quite a lot, so...
Yeah.
Where's my... Yeah.
So yours. Yeah.
I weigh 210 pounds.
They're able. They
Dense
are still
bitch.
able to.
Jazia looks impressed.
Yes, they are still able to like hold you into the air and you fly across it. So you don't notice this, but Jasmine, you do. That Viz is giggling happily at this table, and you can see a dagger that is on top of their hand, biting their hand, and Viz is giggling at this side.
I look, and then I like make eye contact with Viz, and I just like, not the weirdest
This
thing
might
I've
wave
ever
you.
seen.
This will wave you over.
Okay, I'll come over.
When you start to close in, the dagger thing that is biting down on Viz's hand stops, and suddenly there's a kettle that drops off Viz's hands
Kettle?
and onto the ground. Yes, a
Oh
kettle.
my god. It's
And it's kind of going against the ground before stopping in
Oh.
place. And you can
That's
see
cute.
just two tiny eyes kind of peeking from the different sides of the nozzle of the kettle. Like, yeah, kind of.
I will go to pick the kettle up and place it back on the table.
Make an animal handling check. You cut out. Say again. Technical difficulties.
I didn't even do anything. It was 12.
12. As you go and reach for the kettle, you can feel a row of teeth snap at your fingers. It's biting down on you. Since you're, not someone that they know. And you take 3
When-
points of damage when they clamp down on your fingers.
Okay.
Viz
I
will
will-
intervene at this point and be like, Snickers, no! And try to calm it down. Try to get it to let go.
Oh, I'm not mad. I just think it's funny. I'll kind of giggle.
You
And
raise
then
your
also,
hand.
also kind of like
Yeah. You take your hand away, and you can see this red red marks of teeth across your knuckles, and
That's so funny.
the kettle has now a wide open mouth with many teeth and like this long lolling tongue and these tiny eyes, and it's like hissing at you like.
I'm gonna just say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch you when you didn't want it. And then I'll just kind of, you know, keep my distance, but, you know, out of respect. Because I've seen some weird shit.
Yeah, the kettle scoots and hides behind Viz's legs and is snapping at you behind there.
Sorry about Snickers. They're kind of wary of new people.
It's okay. I'm just sad, you know. I definitely do like animals. And I'm not quite sure what he is, but he's cute.
Oh, this is Snickers. They're our pet mimic.
Aww.
Of the group.
I don't know what that is, but
well, let's just say, barring Snickers, they aren't all very friendly, so you should be wary, but Snickers is cool.
Alright. Noted.
And Jetsia, you are let down, and you notice that there is a scooting kettle behind Viz's leg, and that you know Jasmine is holding their hand, kind of warily, and Addis is like, yeah, sorry about that. We use the term tamed, kind of loosely. And they go over the map and show you different areas. Okay, so we have theories of where Candle might be, and most of the places are up north from here, and they point.
Sorry, didn't when I recall like meeting him in the Broken Barrel, wasn't there talk of Crossroads, or was that something else?
There was punch of knowledge that you had. Yes, you're able to recall that there was a mention of a Crossroads, and an inn at the Crossroads up north. Some larger inn of some sort.
Okay.
Are you joining in on the conversation too?
Oh, I thought I was there.
Okay, so
never mind.
You go and join them, and you, as I said, see this kettle hiding behind Viz's leg, and the bloody fingerprints on Yasmin's hand. And Adios is going over this map of the area that is a bit old, and there are a couple of daggers placed all north from here. So we have a theory that they might have headed back to Everesca if they were super stupid, that they sometimes are. You know them.
Why would they have had a reason to go back?
I don't know. We are just we are trying to theorize here.
How long ago would that have been?
This is the most unlike story and theory that we have right now, but we are not closing that option out. Then we have these marshes of Jellinberg. Apparently there was a city there at one point, so maybe they're going after some ancient artifacts.
Marsh.
Yes.
I think that might be... That's north of Hardbuckler, like directly north of it, isn't it?
Yes. As you can see here, and they point out on the map the marsh, and there's like this marsh area between the Serpent Kingdom of Natara and Everesca, basically. And there's a forest up north of the marsh that you see.
I think that's our lead.
Really? Did you find?
I don't call it a hunch. Plus, our last known location is in Hardbuckler, so it would lead to that they'd be somewhere adjacent to there. Like, we
That-
have solid proof that they were in Hard Buckler.
Yep, I saw him.
You saw them?
Hmm.
Were they okay? Were they in full health?
I mean, they seemed excitable, loud.
Loud. Okay.
Didn't seem they were just having fun
Having fun.
with a
Well, that sounds
someone
like candles.
small gnomish woman, I think.
Adios looks like they just have an idea, and they are like, hold on. And they go into one of the tents, and Viz, you know that this is the tent of a candle, and you hear a sound of rummaging around, and they come out of the tent with a slight notebook, and they're like, there was one gnomish name here. We didn't. Yes, here. Does a name Mindel say anything to you? Mindel? You can roll history check to see.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I don't remember anything. No. I think my history's +2, 15.
15. Now that you hear the name, you can recall Candle calling the person with that name that they were drinking with. Mindel.
Mindel. Yeah, no, I remember him screaming the name across the bar. Really, that sounds familiar.
Okay.
Would I have seen what Mindel looked like?
Yes. They are a she. They are this gnomish woman with adventurous overalls and a bunch of herbs on their belt, and they have this long wooden staff with leaves and different berries growing on the staff itself. Kind of different from all the farmers of your area.
Okay, I have 2 ideas. One of them you're probably going to say no to, so I'm going to say that one first. Would I be able to create just almost in my hand? No, it's a small minor illusion. No, never mind. Screw that.
Small minor illusion,
Yeah.
no. Of course. No.
Can I cast disguise self and just change myself into what they look like? But obviously,
yeah, you can do that.
about twice the height.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that.
Right.
That doesn't bring any other reaction, but Adios is surprised that you cast magic,
Okay.
and they're like, "Whoa!" But they don't
So-
recognize the face.
That's kind of, I just wanted to see if anyone.
Yeah.
Can I look around the room and see if anyone has any sort of anyone at all has even the smallest reaction to me, doing that?
Make a perception roll.
17.
You notice as Cabo is looking at you very, very longingly.
Longingly.
That's wrong word. They are locking eyes with you, but trying to not be noticed that they're looking at you.
Do I get the sense that they are looking at the gnome and not me, if that makes sense?
Yes,
Okay.
that is the sense that you got.
Right.
And they start to approach. He starts to approach you guys, and he's like, what do you, why this for? What are we discussing here?
This is the person who was with Candle the night in the tavern.
Interesting. That is indeed interesting.
Do you recognize them?
Yes. They are the
Moving
daughter of
forward.
the keeper of the Halfway Inn. Halfway Inn. You heard of them? That place?
Mm-hmm.
It's the famous inn on the crossroads between the nothingness of south and north. right next to Evereska, a couple of days away from Evereska. Mindel is the daughter of the keeper. There.
So we should head there then.
I think we should check out this swamp forest north of Hardbuckler, but if we don't find anything there, I think that's where we should head next.
Would we have to go back south? This is
No.
No.
Like,
This is
The way
what-
north.
okay.
yes. This is like 7 or more days more north.
Oh Christ. Okay.
From here. It's a long travel from here. Ways up north. Yes. I think. Yeah. The innkeep is known for. The innkeep of Halfway Inn is legendary, for he was once a famous adventurer himself, and he had to leave that behind after losing a leg to a dragon. But
Wow.
they are known for, being one of the best dungeoneers in all of Heartlands. It is said that they have magical items galore on their possession from those adventures.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think if nothing else, we should pay him a visit. If nothing else, his daughter is with Candle, and it'll either be she's taken him somewhere, or maybe she's gone AWOL as well. And there may be a third party with them both. We now know someone, and we have a location of where they're from, and they have connections at this location.
Yeah.
Logically, shouldn't we talk to them?
How far out of our way? Question to the DM. How far
Yeah.
out of our way would it be to go first to the swamp and the woods, and then to the inn?
It's easier to go to the inn first, just based on maps, because all the roads basically lead towards the inn here, on one way or another. It would be quicker to go to the inn and then head towards the swamps, than to, first head to the swamps, which is difficult land to travel, and there is a risk of snakes, the snake people attacking. It would be like a few more days to your journey if you want to go that way first. But basically with the condition of the roads, it would be the same. Either go to the inn first and then to the swamp, or another way around.
I think we should go to the inn first.
See, I don't know anything about the north, but looking at this as it is, doesn't it look quicker to just... And I kind of just trace my finger up to the inn and then over to the swamp. Like, that looks faster to me. Who knows? I don't know anything about this swamp. There could be anything in there.
It
Especially
would
if
be
it's
good to get
anything
more
like, and I just kind
information.
of point to the Forest of Worms.
It would be good at least to get more information on where we're going.
How many days
And
travel
if-
would it be to the inn?
About 7. I can check it for your next session how many, but multiple days of travel.
And if this is, since this is the daughter of the innkeeper, if she seems to be gone for too long as well, it wouldn't hurt to get an extra set of hands, or at least whatever help they could give.
Viz, Cabo places a hand on your shoulder. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think we are too.
Can I make an insight check on that? Just to see if he is...
Hmm?
I'm suspicious of this dude. I want to see if
Yeah?
he's like,
Be
we're
mean
getting
to my
so...
friends.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, do an insight check.
No.
What did you
11.
11. They seem to be happy that there's some kind of clue about the whereabouts of Candle. Like, that all these, like, crumbles of information are, forming some kind of idea where they might be.
My modifier was higher than my roll.
If
This is gonna look at Cabo and go, do you think we should go to the inn first or the swamps?
Styx really wants to go to the swamp.
Let me sleep a couple of hours and I can tell you what the gods think about that.
I trust your judgment.
But I need a full night's rest. I
There's no
spend
spell
it all
slots
on the
left.
magic. Yeah.
Wait,
that I have for the day.
Wait, what? Oh.
I would recommend that we head for bed now. And if you trust these people, we go with them. I don't think all of us should go, but we can discuss who leaves in the morning.
Yeah, I think serious conversations should be moved to the morning when we're all well rested and sober
Yes.
once more.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Your cheeks
Go to
are
bed.
flaming purple currently. So you all go for a nice rest. Is anyone does any of you want to take turns guarding, taking the night watch turns on the guard tower?
Viz will take a watch.
Okay. Are you two sleeping?
I kind of want to keep an eye out. I don't know where we're sleeping, but I want to like, for as long as I can, while still being able to get a
I'm gonna.
long rest. I want to like,
Um,
kind of look around the camp, see if anyone does anything at night.
That's kind of what I wanted
Yeah.
to do as well. Yeah.
Okay. So you are,
I was
settling down but not sleeping, per se.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna just set up our tent, the one that I've got.
Yeah.
Just somewhere where there's space, and I wanna. Yes. Someone here isn't quite being truthful.
How do you know?
Let's call it intuition.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a
Are
look
you-
around.
Okay. What were you saying, Hiccup?
Are you saying this in front of Viz or no?
No, it's just me
No.
and me and Yasmin in the tent.
When I was drinking with Cabo, I noticed something very ancient about him. Very interesting. I don't know how to describe it, but wasn't human.
Like, I kind of look you up and down and just say, celestial? And then kind of like look down at myself and infernal?
DM, it wasn't celestial. Was it infernal?
No.
No.
Neither
none
of those two options.
Neither of those. No. Something else. Not.
I'm gonna do something a bit strange.
Someone is fucking banging around.
Okay.
I'm gonna part my hair so there's nothing like covering my neck. And I'm gonna sit and see if I can sense any impurity. And yeah, I want to point out Jadzia does not look happy about this. Like, she's pained
Make it-
doing this.
Make a religion check.
Oh, fuck it, never mind. 21. My religion's +4.
Damn. Damn, Shardy.
Jasmine is the only person here who isn't considered impure. The only person here who isn't considered impure is Jasmine.
Not much of a lead there.
there's no like stronger senses from like anyone. Like it's just a casual veil.
Make another religion.
That one's better. 22.
Dang!
Okay, so you get this sense that no one here is fully human or fully elf. You're not getting any abyssal or like another realm vibes from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a sense of lycanthropy from everyone except Cabo. And with Cabo, they are not impure in a sense of lycanthropy, but there's something else about them. But the impureness of them is the lowest of all of the group.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Okay. What are you doing whilst I'm doing this, by the way?
Me?
Are you just kind of like walking around the...
No, I'm not walking. I'm just kind of sitting outside the tent. It's kind of
Okay.
taking note of where everyone is.
I'm gonna call you back in. Yes.
Okay.
Come here.
Oh, okay.
So I was wrong. You seem to be the only... And she kind of just shudders. Pure person here.
In what sense?
I kind of just like gesture at myself and clearly I'm not exactly the most regular people, but these people aren't regular people either.
I think pure is a wrong word.
Yeah, I agree.
think-
However, so lycanthropic just means like shape changer, basically, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes contractable, sometimes inborn. But like, yeah, we're beasts of some kind.
Everyone's giving off this energy of hiding their true form. Everyone here seems... We saw that girl turn into a wolf. I don't know if this is... Some people here are some sub-breed of werewolf. They say they're refugees.
Yeah, I asked Viz about it and they were very secretive.
Everyone apart from Gabo. He has some other kind of energy about it. I know there's someone here that I can't trust, and for some reason now I feel like the only person that I can trust is you.
Well, we can stick
Man.
together.
Yeah.
This,
Yo.
before you were heading up to the Clark Tower, you noticed that Jetsia and Yasmin were setting up camp for the night.
Mhm.
So if you want to roll a perception check, if you heard all of this, I'll let you do
I feel like we were being pretty
Yeah,
secretive.
there's no...
The DC is super high,
Okay.
but there's a chance that they will hear this.
What dice do I want to use? Which one's not gonna
The one that rolled really low.
Yeah.
All of them do that.
Sometimes it's a good thing.
What is this? Perception?
Yep.
Yeah.
Skills. 15.
You hear that they are whispering, but you cannot make out the words. You hear different names of the group that you're with, but you don't hear the exact concept of the topic of the discussion. As you are discussing this, I want all of you to make a perception roll with disadvantage.
I got a natural
14.
20 and a 16. So 15.
14.
16.
Viz.
No.
you're the only-
Wait. With disadvantage.
Yes.
I'm an idiot. I got a 6.
15?
None of you hear a thing.
Fuck.
Let me try again.
If it comes from within the camp, I want to say Viz wouldn't have even been listening because they assume everyone's got their own stuff handled.
You are too focused on your conversation.
Yeah.
Arrgh.
Viz is watching the outside. Not me.
Angry.
So you continue your conversation, your theories for a little bit, when suddenly you hear a scream
From where?
I'm up, out.
from the camp, and you can see that Estrella looks shocked.
I'm sprinting.
I'm bolting over
Yeah.
to Estrella.
You all are, and they're pointing outside of the camp, and you all know this as this panicked centaur is backing away in shock that the cart that they left outside the building is moving on its own away from the camp in a quite quick of a pace.
I'm going
I'm
there.
chasing
Yeah.
after it.
And when you get closer, all of you, I think Viz is maybe even leading this charge towards the cart. You notice that they're not moving on their own. They're small, green humanoids that are pulling
Goblin.
Large.
Fuck it.
away. And they notice you giving chase. And
They yell
some of
out,
them
"Stop!"
turn around. As you see this group of goblins.
I think I know Goblin. Hang on. I do know Goblin. What are they saying?
Our heist has been noticed! Run! And they start taking place. And that is where we are going to continue next time.
Ah.
As you notice that they are starting to pull away this card of magical gold.
Wow.
Man.
Man.
Oh, dear.
Thank you everyone for joining us for this most jovial session of unsuccessful drinking. We will be here the next Sunday
God, I wanna
and
fight.
on YouTube and other social media platforms throughout the
Don't
week.
give a date. I've
so-
not figured that out yet.
No date.
We'll be around. We'll
We
be
will
around
be around. And
eventually.
thank you for joining us. And let's hope that the next session, which will begin with the roll for initiative, goes well.
Hey.
Have a happy week and stay safe.